morning, friends. It's Chrissy from Knittin in the Heights. It is a very relaxed Saturday morning. My plan is to sit and knit for a little bit this morning and then do some cleaning because I think somebody is coming over this afternoon. At least I hope so. So yeah, I'm just working on my So Faded sweater, which is coming along beautifully. At this point, let's see if I can show you. I'm at the point down here where I'm really getting in that third color now. It's a lot more obvious. So yeah, it's just a relaxing Saturday. So today I have decided, I was thinking about ways of like kind of, I want to say sort of destashing, but it's not destashing, like cleaning things out knitting wise. And I think what I'm going to work on today is in my Ravelry account, in my library. I've had my Ravelry account since like, gosh, I don't know, maybe 2012, something like that. I've been a member for a very long time because maybe even before that, maybe around 2010, even before 2010. Yeah, it could be because I started crocheting more seriously before Colleen was born, and I have projects in there from that long ago. Anyhow, I used to just save free patterns in my library, some of which I never really had the patterns for. You know how you can add a pattern to your library, but it's like, it's almost like you're bookmarking it. You're just saying you have it. So anyway, I'm going to go through my Ravelry, not my projects, but my library and clean it out and take out things that, I mean, some of them are actually free patterns and they're there, but I want to evaluate whether or not I think I may ever knit them again, especially if they were free. If they were paid for patterns or things I won in prizes, I'm going to keep them. But yeah, this idea of kind of like downsizing some stuff in my knitting life feels like a really great use of my relaxing time today. So the person that was going to maybe come over today, he's actually my boyfriend. He lives in Queens, and so just as like a side note, when you date outside of your borough, it is having a long distance relationship, especially since neither of us have a car. And so he also has a small child here. And he actually has two, one that lives here in New York and the other who lives in Venezuela. So anyhow, he is not able to come today for some various reasons. He's probably going to come over tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? This is a blessing because I really am tired. I don't want to clean my house, or at least I don't want to feel rushed to clean my house today. Because the kittens, they do some serious destruction when I'm not in the house. Like, they get into, like, plastic. I mean, not plastic. They get into, like, boxes. Cardboard boxes specifically. And they're not kittens anymore, really. They're, like, teenagers. My cat, Bunny, specifically likes to, like, tear little pieces off boxes and leave them everywhere. So anyhow, so I need to, like, clean up my house and do all this stuff. But it's kind of nice that I can just relax today after such a long week. So yeah, so I think I'm going to take this time to go through my Ravelry library, clean it out, see what I really have, get inspiration for possible projects in the future. And yeah, I'll share with you some of the things that I'm trying to figure out. All right, see you in a few. So here we are in my Ravelry library. This is my Ravelry library. Now, some of these things I've not made, but I could see myself making. Like, for instance, this thing here, this romantic cable and lace vest. I could absolutely see me making that for Colleen when she's a little bit older. This $5 in Paris, I could see myself making it for me or somebody else. The 12 Days of Christmas, absolutely. Anything where I know I paid money for it, or it's a designer that I think I might actually make their object. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look through these carefully and see what I'm getting rid of, and then I'll kind of share with you where I was. So I already started doing this, but as of right now, I have 1,587 patterns. Actually, looks like I actually have more than that. says I have 1940, but I actually have, the ones that I actually have would be right here. So I got to get this number closer to this or even lower. So let's see where I get. Yeah. See you in a few. Well, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. Where am I at now? Let's see. So you can see I've brought down considerably the number of patterns in my Ravelry queue. Some of it is just getting rid of things that I put in as, like, I thought I had put them in my Ravelry library. Others, yeah, so they actually weren't in my Ravelry library. Others, I'm kind of deciding, do I want to knit this thing? Like, probably not for some cases. Like, some of them I put in my Ravelry queue when my kids were younger. So, like, this one's an example of something that I thought was actually a pattern I was putting in my library, and I didn't. Whereas, like, this one, yeah, I don't know that I'll ever knit it. So those are the kinds of decisions I'm trying to make right now. So I'm still working on this project. Things I'm learning about myself as a knitter. Knitting tastes do definitely change over years. I used to gravitate towards very lacy, like all over lace patterns for shawls. I didn't knit any, but I thought they were really cool. I'm not digging them so much now, and I just don't think I'm going to knit them. I am still really... I'm pretty much keeping most of the sock patterns that I have because you just never know, at least for now. And I am actually trying to gravitate towards patterns that are done by individual, like, indie creators versus ones that are put out by pattern companies. So those are some interesting things I'm finding out about myself. Also, getting rid of most of my crochet patterns. Not all of them, but, like, I don't need like 50,000 granny squares. All right, let's see where we're at now with numbers. So as you can see, the numbers keep coming down. I'm gonna keep getting rid of some stuff. Well, I think we're done, at least for now. Don't think that there's going to be a chance for me to knit all of these, but at least I've gotten the patterns down to a much more reasonable number. So we're about half the number of patterns we were at when we got started. Hello, friends. Back. I have spent the last few hours watching some great TV. I'm watching The White Queen on Stars, which is all about the War of the Roses. I'm basically watching all of these. There's 3 in the series. So there's the White Queen, the White Princess, and the Spanish Princess. And I started with the White Princess, so I'm kind of watching things out of order. But it's really good. And in that time, I've been working on my So Faded. And once I finished kind of cleaning out my library, I kind of got the hankering after I took a shower and did some tidying up around the house and had some lunch to actually take some updated pictures of my whips. So I wanted to share some of those with you. So I finally updated some of my photos on Ravelry. I need to update the percentage on my So Faded. I am definitely more than 25% done. The Battenberg blanket, that's about where it is right now. So I didn't take another picture. The Goldenoak, that's where I am currently. My square scrap pillow, I just added that picture. My Christmas Eve cast on, yeah, the one sock is done, and I'm getting close to being done with the second sock. My Moonlit Magic mitts, which, by the way, there was just an update on. I did really like that pattern. I think I may do it again, but the update is actually to turn it into mittens, which would be great because I just, at the end of last winter, I lost one of my hand knit mittens, colorwork mittens, so I think I need to make another pair. And then also I updated my twist and turns. Yeah, and I do absolutely I'm going to be finishing this. So that is actually going to be a gift for a friend. And this is one of those gift knits that actually that friend will actually really appreciate it. So I'm definitely gonna finish it. So I'm really glad I took out my projects, because now I'm gonna put the sew faded down for a little bit, and I'm gonna work on my square scrap pillow. The plan is to try to get it as large as, hold on, I'm trying to move my camera, as this pillow. I think it's time. I mean, I do like this pillowcase. However, it's starting to get worn. I've had it for many years, but I need to get, this is kind of a standard pillow form size. I'm not sure the exact measurements, probably like 14 by 14. So I'm going to work on my square scrap pillow cover. And again, the plan is to make 2 of these things. So I'm going to just keep knitting some of this fun leftover yarn from other projects and make it as scrappy as it can be, and while I continue to watch The White Queen. I'll be back soon. Hi everyone. I just ran my stuff over to the laundromat. It took about 3 minutes. And in that 3 minutes, it decided to rain. Didn't know it was gonna rain today, but that's okay. It was kind of one of those pleasant little thunderstorm, not even thunderstorm, like little rain shower, sun shower almost. So yeah, Gabe is just chilling. I'm just chilling. It's kind of a nice, lazy Saturday. It's actually quite pleasant. So I'm gonna work a little bit longer on this pillow, and in a little while I'm gonna make some dinner. So tonight I am sure I'm gonna pull out the shawl I've been working on, and we'll just keep watching this great historical drama and really just relaxing. It is feeling amazing to really just not focus on anything other than knitting and like little chores around the house. It feels so good right now. See you soon. Hi everybody, it's me, I'm back again. I've been working this afternoon on the Goldenoak shawl by Teasdale. I am now done with the colorwork section. So here you go. Basically you do 1 repeat of the colorwork section, and then you go into a lace section. This is an enjoyable knit, I will say. There are some challenges with this pattern, because in the chart of the lace section, there seems to be at least an error, or at least seems to be an error to me. But I don't want to say much because it's a paid for pattern, and honestly, this lace is the main component of why it's paid for. But there appears to be a stitch on either side of the center of the colorwork motif. The problem is that stitch actually doesn't exist. So at least if you can read your knitting, you should be okay. So just be aware that it shows a stitch, but if you do the stitch where it's saying, then it wouldn't be symmetrical. Other than that, we've been having such a chillax day. It's been great, actually. Gabe has been just happily watching YouTube, playing video games, eating lots. I've been eating lots too. But trying to eat like healthy-ish choices. For lunch, I had some leftovers. I had made some honey mustard chicken earlier this week, and so I roasted some carrots and a potato, like cut up with the leftover chicken. That was my lunch. For dinner, I basically boiled up some pasta and made, like I sauteed up onions till they were pretty caramelized. They're really tasty. Then threw in the leftovers of some spring greens to wilt them down. Added in, I'm trying to think what else I put in there. Oh, a can of chickpeas and some garlic powder with some salt and pepper, and tossed that all together. And it was actually super tasty and is going to make some great lunches for later this week. Anyhow, yeah, tonight is relaxing night. Just gonna knit and knit and knit and be happy. So yeah, I will probably check in with you tomorrow, and I can show you the update on the shawl at that point. All right, everybody. It was nice sharing my Saturday with you. I hope you have a great night. Bye.